Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today are some different ways to use the long days of summers to become better prepared. Now, as the seasons change, there are certain preparations that are best done at specific times. With summer fast approaching, it's time to make the most of the warm and sunny days that lie ahead. And there are 7 ways that you can focus on summer preparedness. Let's talk about gardening. Let's start planting something. Can we even talk about summer preparedness without talking about gardens? No. They are obvious choices, but what about shrubs, trees planted in strategic locations? The longest growing days are ahead of us, and now is the time to start thinking ahead 2 or 3 years in your planning for food security, home security, off-grid cooling options. Choose the right plants. Plan your garden layout. Could you incorporate edible landscaping? Consider using raised beds. Use organic methods. If you're planting from seed, check your seed packet for the number of growing days that are required. Is there enough time to grow the plants to harvest before your first frost date? You might need to consider a quick growing produce. Okay, you can combat this by purchasing plants from a local nursery instead of growing from seed, and by extending your harvest by using row covers. And many early spring plants like cole crops can be replanted in the late summer and grow during the fall. Landscaping for home security. Landscaping for home security might include like planting prickly or thorny plants around your home's perimeter to deter intruders. Examples like cacti, holly bushes, thorny roses. Use dense shrubs or trees to help create a natural barrier around your property. This can make it more difficult for intruders to access your home. Installing motion sensor lights around your property's perimeter at your entrances of your home. And this can help deter intruders and alert you to any potential threats. Building a fence around your property can be an effective way to deter intruders as well and provide an added layer of security. Off-grid cooling options. Cooling options that don't go down when the power goes off could be like planting shade trees around your home that can help keep it cooler during the summer months. And this can help reduce the need for air conditioning and lowering your energy bills. Building a shade structure like a pergola or an awning can provide shade and help keep your home cooler during the summer months. Now, some of those aren't actually planting something, but they're useful possibilities. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about is decluttering something. Now, I cannot overemphasize the importance of decluttering your living space. We think that things bring us comfort, but the opposite is actually true. We can easily get overwhelmed by our belongings, then their maintenance, and soon they own us. Have you ever wondered why stay at a hotel or a resort is actually so relaxing? Because we're not consumed by our stuff. You know, we're not surrounded by our stuff. It's clean, it's dust free, it's arranged nicely, it's secure, it's fixed. There's nothing to worry about. Right? Start with one room or just a part of the house that you use the least, even if it's just a closet or a set of your cabinets in the kitchen. If you rarely access them, chances are the contents have very little importance to your day-to-day life. Clean it. And since it's time for spring cleaning anyway, why not begin using all natural homemade cleaning products? It's much safer, it's easier, and it's cheaper to stock up on the ingredients anyway, like vinegar, lemon juice or lemon powder, dish soap, and baking soda. Now, a few essential oils is also nice to have, like tea tree oil or orange blossom, and it'll make new solutions fragrant and pleasant to use. And it'll actually motivate you too. So, next one is, let's talk about, the fact that the kids will be out of school very soon with lots of spare time on their hands. Let's have them dig into summer preparedness opportunities as well. This is the best time of year then to introduce them to a new skill or a hobby or mindset. And if it's a practical skill that could become important to your family's preparedness, it'll be so much better too. Even the little ones can have their own little gardens with each plant and herb labeled. And older kids can help with canning and pickling, jelly making, and pickling cucumbers are in season right now anyway. So think about all of the skills that you wish you knew. Now, why can't your family and friends learn them together as well, right? So the next thing is, let's talk about getting outdoors. Nothing teaches the importance of self-reliance and outdoor skills quite like a camping trip. Even if it's just spending the night in the backyard, everyone quickly learns the importance of water, food, shelter, and how to solve problems creatively. I also believe it's important to get kids outside and away from constantly being inside. A day hike through the park, a visit to a state or a national park, even a picnic where the kids can learn that they have to pack everything that they'll need and then pack it out all of their trash, and teach important concepts, and teach them that this is this is nature, this is beautiful, this is what God created. They'll like it, I promise you. So the next thing is, let's unplug, right? I admit this next suggestion is not for the faint at heart. But what could your family accomplish if the TV and the video games were unplugged for an entire week? I know. Attempting this feat in summer is easier because nasty weather isn't keeping everyone cooped inside. There are many more outdoor opportunities available. And it's a scary thought because parents have to set the example. But when, like, my family did this and the TV was turned off every single night, we discovered like family game night and family reading night and stuff like that. And, like when my kids were little. And it was much more enjoyable, and we had conversation and stuff, and we had fun together. We got to know each other. You know what I mean? And you'll discover lost hours that can be used to organize, declutter, clean, play, plan, read, and have fun together. So the next thing is update something. This is the season to update all of your emergency kits, the bug out bags, the 72-hour kits, the get home kits, and they all need to be updated twice a year anyway, and now is the time to do it. So if you need a refresher, now is the time to do it. Since we're heading into summer, you're going to want to take your fall or your winter clothes out of it, put your summer clothes into it. Okay, so now is the time to do this. All right, so check to make sure that the food hasn't spoiled, that the liquids haven't leaked, all the shoes and the clothes are still the right size, and can you reorganize anything to make that kit a little bit neater? How about adding an inventory sheet in that kit, or add to your your binder, or your prepper notebook, or so you always know what is supposed to be in each kit. So my final thoughts, summer is a great time to be better prepared, especially for those of us that live on the East Coast, the Gulf Coast, with hurricane season coming. With longer days, more daylight hours give you more time to tackle projects and tasks, and summer will be over before you know it. I know it's hard to believe, but every year it seems like it's getting shorter and shorter, and jump into action just this week and make the most of these long days that seem to never end. So what would you add to your spring or your summer preparedness list? Leave that in the comment section. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless.